Got it. We're live. And we're late. It's okay. Better late than never. Get this all sorted out real quick. Oops. Some crazy feedback there. Okay. Try and quickly get this thing mocked up before it starts raining. Oh yeah, I forgot. The darn garage door broke. The spring for it broke. That's great. I'll need to get one of those. Not sure why it decided to break. But I closed the garage door today and I heard a big loud noise and I looked and it was broken. So I'll have to figure that out real quick. I think this tube will be fine as long as I don't need it for the project, which I probably will. All right, let's see if I can get this thing open. Man, that spring did a lot more than I imagined it did. Oh, great. That's what I was hoping would not happen. That's great. Improvise a bit. Great. Throw this thing up here. That'll be more than enough, hopefully. Probably should figure out what kind of spring this is. I don't have the slightest idea. I've never tried to replace one of these springs before. I don't know what goes into it, but I guess you could just take it off like that, huh? And I'm guessing this thing just hops right off. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I wanted to get this spring off of here so I can hopefully get a new one on the way home tomorrow or something. This stinking garage door spring. Well, at least it has some sort of part number on there, so I can maybe reference that. Fang's garage door spring. Santiago Garcia YI7FC. How you doing, Santiago? Let me move the camera a little bit. Santiago, get you a little bit better of a view. Let me also wipe down the lens real quick. It looks like it's a little bit messy. See if that'll make it a little bit nearer. All right, guys, let me move this. All right, got the ram mount on. Let me just get a little clamp action going. This is the spring that broke, so I could barely open up the garage. We're of course joined by Courtney, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the GY6 scooter and grab Gizmo and throw them over there. Oh yeah, I should probably get the light also, huh? Since can't see anything. Good. Let me grab the scooter. Okay, get it kind of centered best I can. Let's see, here we go. All right, that looks good there. So the goal of today's live is going to be to get this toolbox mounted, if not fully, mostly mounted. Let me grab the drill and get these two off of here. We'll throw them over here. And I don't think it's going to rain tonight, so gizmo should be okay. Thanks, Dubsack. I appreciate it. James Myers says, how goes it? It goes well, James Myers. We're here working on the scooter, and I just had to come over here and grab Tommy Boy, and he wanted to join us. What's up? And wanted to check out the project. I told him, clock in, Tom. Let's get to work. Let's get to work, buddy. Okay, so apart from the heavy breathing, I'm going to go ahead and I think I need this piece too. Throw this on here. Get this pretty much marked up. Give it a watch. Uh-oh. My watch is MIA. 1 second, guys. All right. Is that the same scooter you put the marbles in the cylinder? Dubsack, no. This, the other one, that was the Kawasaki Vulcan. I put the marble in there. That one, I'm going to be doing an oil change on pretty soon and putting a battery in it, and then it's going to be done. Go ahead and lift this thing up a little bit. Just throw Gizmo in there for a little ride. So it'll be somewhere around there. And this is, of course, the toolbox that we've been working on.
Josh was just a creative guy with great ideas until he started creating Artless all-in-one AI platform.
What's going on, Grass Bass? How are you doing, buddy?
Studio in Hollywood. Let's take a look.
How goes the fishing? James Meyer says, I was thinking about your chains and had a suggestion if you are open to such things. Yes, James. What's your suggestion on the chains? I'm open to all and any suggestions, gladly. So let me get these pieces. These are the parts that I cut out earlier. Let me grab some magnets. All right, let me quickly use the grinder to clean off this area and prep it for welding. If I get to that tonight, which I think I should be able to. Let me do a little prep work real quick and try and make sure this is all ready to go. Grab a semi-damp rag. Sounds good. And I'll probably use the wire wheel. Seems most appropriate. I'm sipping the Retro Vibe Sparkling Sherbet. Celsius. Sherbet. Celsius, if you're watching, I know you are, reach out. Send me a case. I like the dragon fruit lime. It's one of my faves. Grab the, where is it? There's the wire, oh there it is. Grab the wire wheel. All right, I'm gonna quickly use this. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to cover your ears. Cover your ear holes. Plug them with something besides your headphone device. Because you might hear me scream in pain. Or pleasure. Clean these off a little bit. This is taking a little bit too long with this one. I'm going to use the flap wheel, if I can find it. Oh, probably hiding back here. No, maybe I put it back. It'd be very shocking if I actually put a tool back where it should go. We'll find out. It's possible. Weirder things have happened. Oh, I did. somehow I put it back in its rightful spot. Let me put a flap wheel on it real quick. Nice ice fishing grass bass. That's sick. Why not replace them with braided paracord? Organized chaos grass bass. I don't know. That is an interesting idea with the paracord. I actually bought some paracord the other day for the scooter, as a matter of fact. But I don't know. I kind of really like the way that the speaking of paracord, I got some for this just in case I needed some. But I don't know. I just really like the way that the chains look. Even if I'd have to cover them in rubber or something. I was thinking about the other day. It must have been last night. Must have been at 1:37 a.m. I was thinking about those chains and I thought, I think that I've seen old trucks where the truck bed has chains. I know they have chains or something like that to hold the truck bed up whenever it goes down. But I was thinking, I think they do have something on there, like some kind of rubber thing, or I can't remember. I don't know, maybe I can make it out of leather. That'd be cool. Or maybe I could wrap the paracord around it or something. I don't know. Wrap it through it. I'm gonna quickly clean these up so I can weld them hopefully later on. Forgot this. All right. I think that's pretty much good as far as cleaning it up. The flap wheel that I'm using, just so you guys know, is super used up. So it is not very aggressive grit or anything like that. Let me just go grab some magnets. I'm not sure how this thing, if it will hold up, but I will get a good chunk of magnets and see if I can get it to work. I need to get some sort of like a positioning arm or something for welding. Let me just get this put on there. What's going on, Cody? How you doing, Cody? Glad you're here, Cody. I forgot the other guy's name, Gizmo. Reinforcing the frame, Cody. Right now, I am basically putting these 2 tubes. It's going to be like this. One right here. Another one back here somewhere. These 2 tubes, and essentially it's going to be holding up the toolbox, Cody. It's going to be holding up this toolbox that has these built-in brake lights, this little opening door, and it's going to go right here, right where Gizmo's at. Lately, Gizmo has been liking to hide out inside of the little toolbox and surprise people when we're riding around. I'll tap on the toolbox on the side when we're riding, and he'll pop it open and poke his head out and scare people. So it's our little thing that we've been doing. Also, another thing we've been doing is eating a lot of egg salad sandwiches. Can't say I recommend that. Gizmo here does have an issue with egg salad, and digesting it is not something that is actually recommended on the owner's manual for Mogwai. Is feeding them egg salad sandwich. It says, please do not feed them egg salad.
There's one AI site builder you need to meet. This is dope tech from Wix.
Okay. All right.
Flow is a conversation.
Come on.
So your words actually build.
Come on.
I'm going for a story. And after...
There it goes. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to get these magnets to hold these pieces up here. And these 2 pieces are basically going to be like saddlebag mounts. Let's see if we can get this hold up here. So it's just going to support the saddlebags, make it so it mounts. This is how the saddlebags are going to mount on the bike. Let's see, how about... Oh, that actually works. Nice. So there's one of them on there. It's not exactly where it needs to be, but it's close. So there's one. This one, I don't know if it'll work because the other magnet is so close. We have to try maybe like this. Let's see. This might work. Almost. Should put one underneath, maybe. Let's see. Almost got it. Gosh darn it. Anyways, it's gonna be like this. Use your darn imagination. That's what the whole point of the channel is. There we go. How about that? It's pretty close representation of what it'll look like. So basically, these two pieces are not going to be this long. They're going to be cut shorter, probably around where that shock bolt is at, right where the tip of my finger's at. It'll be cut shorter, so obviously it doesn't hit the exhaust. Also, the exhaust is going to be modified once I get another exhaust. So yeah, it'll be something like that. And I'm going to put a cross member, little cross beam right there to reinforce it even more. And then I'll have two pieces poking out that are going to be kind of holding this jerry can right here from the bottom. So kind of cradling it. I'm going to put some rubber right here on the face of it and on the bottom to kind of dampen it from vibration, hopefully a little bit. So let me just work on getting both of these lined up exactly where I want them to be. And then I need to make one more piece. The piece that'll go in between. I think it'd be easiest to make it while it's not on the bike. So let's see. Might have to replace this piece of metal since it is holding up the garage door. Let's see here. Let me measure how far away these are, and then I will take it off and lay them flat and do it that way. Grab my measuring stick. Where's that thing at? If you guys are just new here, oh nice, I have another piece of metal over here. This is a 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter I'm working on. Got some steel. Dr. Green Tip says, what country is this? This is California, Dr. Green Tip. USA. It's not Florida. Good guess though. Just country boys doing country boy-s. Yes, indeed. You're right about that, Cody. It's kind of what I consider myself to be, just a country boy doing weird country boy stuff. That's all it is, really, when you think about it. I could probably just cut that and be close to it. Let me just measure it.
Hi, I'm Ross. I'm the CEO of Zen Business. I wake up
Zen Business,
every day
perfect.
with a single focus, a single question. How can we make our customers
Looking
smarter?
for a freaky chat.
The first thing you want to do is set your
Well,
goals.
you know what? Surprisingly, everyone at Fang's Garage is surprisingly very normal. You'd be surprised. For how chaotic it is, we're all just a bunch of regular scooter enthusiasts. Dr. Green Tip says, how can I hear your voice so well? Am I using a mic? Yes, I have a mic on me. It is a DJI mic mini. Okay, let me just get a quick little measurement here. Rough estimate, somewhere about, if I have it at 8 inches, that'll be fine. Seems about average. And the space in between here is going to be about, doesn't have to be perfect, guys. This is going to be, let's see, ideal world, it's going to be there. So it'll be 5.5. Just over 5.5. I don't know what that is. 5.5 or 5 3/4. Let's see. Oh, that actually shifted a little bit. That does make a difference. Okay. Measure it off that line instead. Okay, that does make a big difference. All right, so I'm just gonna put it at 6.5. No, I'll put it at 6 inches. Grab something to write this down real quick. Grab a piece of paper. Actually, I have the, there it is. Grab this so you get some use out of it. So to get the JIS. So what did I say? It was 6 inches between on the scooter. That's in between these pieces. All right. Got that. Okay. So I think as long as I space these out 6 inches apart and lay them flat, I should be able to measure it, blah, blah, blah. Do all that. Best place to do this, probably be easiest to do it on the bench back there. I have a dive camera, a 80-pound cast iron dive camera. Needs to be dealt with. Let me quickly move a couple of things off of here. I have sorted Legos and unsorted Legos, of course. Move some of these things off of here so I can actually use the table again. Let me move the camera so you guys can see it. I'm gonna basically lay this these two pieces flat on the table and then weld on the table. So it only makes sense to clean off the table. Gremlin tech. Don't look at the baby for too long. It'll pull you in. And again, guys, I will answer questions on the Q&A episode about the flesh. I cannot answer all the questions all at once. It is a lot of questions, of course, here at Fang's Garage. But again, I will let you guys know about the flesh in a little bit. Let me move this droid head real quick. This thing has been in the way. It is cool though. The droid internals need to be repaired, but that is to be expected with such an old R7 droid unit. Let me move a couple more things off the table real quick, guys, and grab the gizzard over there and bring him over, and we will get to it. We're making progress. I think it's pretty close to being weldable. I don't know why I brought these over here. Get them over there. Okay. And this, him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. He's doing a little dance. Okay. Showing off the goods. We get it, dude. Do you know any other songs? I've heard you play this song about 100 times now, Gizmo. It's a deal. Tom is sick of it too. He's so sick of it. He is sick of it, but he is not, however, sick of popping his collar. I can tell you that much. Okay, buddy. Okay, move this a little bit. Gonna have to finish up the Cobra Chopper sooner than later, guys. I know everyone's been asking about the Cobra Chopper. All right. Hey, I'm trying to talk to them right now, and the mic is on. They heard you sing already, buddy. They don't need to hear you sing. Okay, listen. I'm trying to talk about the project. Can you please just keep it down?
The Grammarly editor.
All right.
Grammarly gives you an AI chat built right into the editor. You can use it
trying to give me a hard time.
Generate ideas or get unstuck with your writing. Down at the very bottom.
I asked him if he could just generate some ideas.
Ask AI. Right down
and he
here,
said, "Ask AI." I said, "Okay, fine." Whatever.
Just placed their first order from.
Whatever, Gizmo. If you want to act like that, fine.
Once you type in your prompt, let's send that to the. In just a few seconds, it creates.
Move the camera real quick.
Welcomes the customer and
shows you guys up here
appreciation for their order. Of course, I'll need to make some tweaks, like right up here. I need to insert the customer name.
Pack Panther, can we smoke? You know what? In your garage, Pack Panther. Have you been hanging around Vladdy Daddy lately? Pack Panther? No, you cannot. Sorry, that is not allowed in the garage. But projects are welcome. If you have any unwanted wheeled items, I don't care if it has 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels. I don't know. I'm not taking any current 4-wheel projects right now, unless it is an off-road 4-wheel vehicle or a Volkswagen Bug. Let's see, maybe I'll use this. Let me just move a couple more of these things off the towel, and I'll just throw these in here. Okay, throw this in here. Sorry guys, gotta just move some of this up. What's up, Your Majesty? How are you doing, Your Majesty? Of course, Your Majesty, we are very excited to have royalty here. Your Majesty has ruled the Butterscotch Kingdom for a long time, guys. Me and Your Majesty go way back. I've known Your Majesty for quite a long time, ever since I was a court jester. Oh, sorry, buddy. I forgot you like to have your smoke. Yeah, me and Your Majesty go way back. I've known Your Majesty for quite a while, and she's actually known for her world famous fudge, believe it or not. She does all sorts of different fudges. She does the classic, of course, just regular walnut fudge. She does a chocolate fudge. She does a cookie and cream fudge. My personal favorite was the peanut butter chocolate fudge that she brought to the Christmas party last year. It was really good. Gizmo was loving it. Unfortunately, like dogs, he is not supposed to eat chocolate. And he ate a lot of it. So he had the squirts. That's okay. We didn't have to take him to the vet. It was good. He just kind of muscled through it. He's kind of mopey all day. But he dealt with it, so that was good. Let me grab, let's see, this grinder. And bring it over there. Cutting wheel. Earplugs for my ear hole. I'll bring this over. And this. Okay, so my thought is If I have the spacing the same as far as like the measurement, and it's on a flat surface, they should be at the correct angle, and everything should work out as intended. Or it could go according to plan, as per Fang's Garage rules, and something goes wrong. That's okay. Sometimes things go so wrong that it becomes funny. And I say, this is so bad that it's good. It's crossed over into the other side. Sorry guys, let me read through some of your comments real quick. Thank you, Your Majesty. I appreciate the kind words. Paul Johnson, unfortunately, you are too late. Somebody already beat you to the comment. Oh no, Your Majesty, don't play coy. Me and Your Majesty, it's an inside joke that we always do. She acts like she doesn't know me out in public. Whenever I see Your Majesty walking around, I'm like, hey, what's up, Your Majesty? And she's like, who are you? Get away from me. I'm like, you know me? It's an inside joke, guys. It's too much to explain, honestly. It's really too much to explain. But yeah, she does make great fudge. She made this one, it was a blueberry lemon one year. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is insane. How did you make this? She said, I actually am related to the Sterling Fudge brothers out in Pennsylvania. I said, that's crazy. And she said, yeah, we've been making fudge since 1810. I said, that's crazy. I didn't even know that it's been around for that long. She said, yeah, it's been around for a really long time. But yeah, it was a blueberry lemon fudge. That one Gizmo did not get his hands on, unfortunately. Look how naked the table looks now. It's pretty nude now that I've taken the cover off of it. Yeah, he does have a SIG, critical damage. He also has actually some shades, and he has a trench coat that he wears. He has, this is the Flasher Gremlin. But yeah, he does like to smoke a SIG from time to time. That garage is diabolical. Paul Johnson, you're diabolical in a good way. We love Paul Johnson's here at Fang's Garage. And we're glad you're here, Paul. Let me grab the tape measure, or the tape ruler thing. It is diabolical, Paul. That's the way I like it. I just would someday hope that I will be able to get a bigger, even more diabolical Fang's Garage. It'll become Fang's Lair. It'll become Fang's Lair. That'll become the new Fang's Garage offshoot. And of course, I do want to at some point make Fang's Kitchen. Let's see. Let me actually flip this over. And get a good, nice kind of semi-flat, decent reading on there. Let's see. I'll just start off at an even number and make it easier on myself. How about that? Okay. So here's my plan. It's got to be 6 inches, so that will put me down at 24. Like so. Right? I believe those are both at the same angle, because I cut them both at the same time. Blah, blah, blah. I should have done this while it was mounted on there. Actually, no, it shouldn't matter. It'll be okay. Okay, so what I'll do is, let me see. I will measure this. I could just clamp these onto the table flat, and then just put a piece in between and just mark it. Yeah, that'd probably be easier. I should have done this off the side of the table so that I could easily mark it. I'll do that. That'd be worth it. All right, I'll move this real quick. Sorry, guys. Do a little adjustment here. Okay, I think that'll be good. Just going to move this down off the bottom of the table real quick and remeasure it. That's right there. And let me clamp this down so it can't go anywhere. Where did I just had like, oh, there's one. I was gonna say I just had a C-clamp somewhere. So let me clamp this one down. Because it should, in theory, be the same width the whole way. So all I really need it for is the angle, and then I can put it on the bike. And wait a minute, I'm dumb. So I'm thinking about that. Then I can put it on the bike and get it at the exact place that I want it, and then blah 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 blah, cut, weld, this and that. All the other little sub projects within the little sub project of a project. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, Paul. What are you up to, Paul? What have you been doing lately? What have you been up to? You have a good holiday, Paul? You have a good holiday? I mean, that can't be the first time you ever heard that. Happy holiday. Well, just kick that off. How about that? If that was the first time you ever heard it, then that's a good one. You can use that. I just thought of it. I thought, oh, okay, holiday. Let me get this clamp somewhat close so it's not sitting here messing up, and so I don't have to rotate it 100 rotations when I'm supposed to be just rotating it like half of a turn. Okay, right there. Precision work here, folks. Okay. Let me get it on there to hold it. How about that? Okay. That's good. Tighten it up. Okay, I think that's good. Let me just put this piece of metal up here just to double check this flat. Flat? Seems like it is. I hope so. You just double check that measurement and make sure. Yeah, 6 inches. Okay. So now that it is clamped onto the table, plan is going to be. Sorry guys, didn't realize. What's going on, Rob? Yeah, I know, Mr. Cool indeed. Trying to look super cool for everybody. Is smoke in his mouth. Sorry guys, let me adjust this camera a little bit. Okay. Now that it is clamped on there, I'm going to use it as a reference to mark it real quick with a scribe. Let me grab a scribe. Okay, I just saw like 4, oh, there's one. I should paint all these scribes bright orange so I can't lose them. Although I do need to get some new
Imagine
ones.
being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Base 44? I already have base 45. No thanks. Base 44 is old news. If you're only on base 44, I feel bad. Gosh, man. People these days. Unreal. So yeah, now I can just use this as a little guide and get the angle, hopefully, that I need to cut this thing somewhat perfectly, or Fang's Garage-esque perfectly. And nice, that worked. Okay. So yeah, I'll have this piece that I can put, and I should be able to slide it up or down. Hopefully. Basically, the idea is to cut this out, weld it in here, then take this whole piece over here. Or actually, I'll probably put this on there, maybe tack it on there real lightly. Then I will mock up, maybe I'll tack it on there, maybe fully weld it on. Then I'll just have to drill 4 holes in it, and then put the jerry can on there, drill 4 holes in that, put some rubber grommets in the jerry can, and then bolt it through there. I think that'll be it. I might need to make some little metal sleeves for the grommets, for the rubber grommets. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut this thing out with a grinder real quick. Rob, I don't know if the inside of his trench coat has pockets. I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't. The trench coat is really hard to take on and off. Of Tom here, his hands are what holds it up. So I haven't actually put it on and taken it on and off too many times. Let me get the grinder going. Let me get everything all set up real quick, and we'll get to cutting. Reminds me I have to get a new bandsaw blade. Thought I had one around here actually, but I think I might have actually, maybe I used it. All right, guys, I'm gonna use the grinder for a moment here. If you're wearing headphones, you might wanna turn it down. Get this camera. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm using the flexible tripod thing and it's totally sucks. Alright guys, use the grinder real quick. Let me move a couple things so I can get a little bit of a better angle for you. What's going on, Tina Moss 391? How you going? How you doing, Tina? We've been actually waiting for you. We were all at Denny's earlier. Gizmo was having the kids meal with the little smiley face pancake, and he said, he asked me, he crawled over to me, and he came up underneath the table. He said, "Do you think Tina's gonna show up?" I said, "Yeah, probably. She'll probably show up tonight." All right, guys, turn down your speakers, turn down the volume. I'm going to use a grinder. I'm glad you're here, though, Tina. How you doing, Rob? Good old Cretangles. That's right, Cody. Nothing but Cretangles here. Oops. Probably need to use a plug for this tool. I believe it's not a wireless tool. All right, let me get a little cut on. Should probably put something over my eye holes, huh? Before I lose them. Here we go. It's on there enough. Give it a little test fit. A little hot. Probably need to trim it just a little bit. Well, it fits down here. Let me clean it up just a hair. Let it cool down for a second. Grab my glove. Grab my one good glove. One more time with the grinder. It's gonna take a few seconds because I gotta clean up the whole thing. All right, let's see how this fits. Nice. Well, with a little persuasion, it fit. I mean, that doesn't look bad. Let me check the measurement. See where it's at. Just a hair off from 6 inches. It's like not even a 1/16 of an inch. I don't know if it'll be the same measurement down here. Let's see. Oh, it's actually right at 6 down here. Okay. Oh, that works. Okay, so like I said, if I don't drop it on the floor, this should be able to just slide and be able to, I can put it all the way down, I guess down to here. So I'm going to probably, if I make it too long, then that would basically make me have to do all this extra work for no reason. But if I do it too short, it'll kind of mess things up. Got a piece of metal in my finger. What's going on, Ford Man? How you doing, Ford Man? Sorry guys, I'm just getting a couple metal splinters out of my fingers real quick. That is in fact Gizmo and Gremlin in the back. All right, Cody, I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. See you later, Codemaster. Codemaster himself is exiting. So yeah, I think I'll probably I guess I will probably put it on there and mock up everything, and then I will measure it and then mark it exactly on here where this centerpiece should be at, I'm guessing it's going to be about somewhere about here. Then bring it back over here, line it back up, put it on here, weld this up, bring it over there, weld it up on there.
If your side hustle's starting to make real money,
and then probably trim this.
LegalZoom helps you do it right. When my husband and I were building our non-alcoholic bottle,
And then make the bottom pieces. Make the 2 extruding bottom pieces right here. Then drill 4 holes, do all that. So let me go ahead and bring you guys back on over. We'll go back on over to the 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter. If you're following along, make sure that you are being safe and that you give Cody a high five on his way out. Again, guys, do not give the Mogwai or the Gremlin any sort of snacks. Don't give them any cow tails. Don't give them any Australian licorice, no matter what they say. Don't give them any Big Macs. Don't feed the Cyclops either, and don't look too closely into his eyes. He can see everything that you've been thinking about for the last week. That's the cutoff time, though. Just a week. He can't see anything further. So if you haven't been thinking about a whole lot, it's too important. This last week, you have nothing to worry about. If you haven't been thinking about really important things, he knows all about them now. This is the GY6 scooter that we'll be dissecting. It's actually something I've been looking into recently, is my almost inability to look at anything without wanting to kind of dissect it. So, something to worry/think about. And I actually was looking into a dissection kit, a couple of different specimen kits. I don't know. I was thinking maybe octopus would be cool. I'm not sure though. Gizmo saw an octopus and instantly started licking his lips. I said, "Hey, buddy, back up. This is for the project." Okay. So it's going to be something like this. Put this here. Okay. Grab this. And I've been looking at this for the last few days, and I thought this looks like a dried apple ring. It is not. There's a little piece of rusty metal. Tastes like a dried apple ring, though. Let me grab the bad boy himself. And what else do I need? I think that was it, maybe? The big bad boy. Yeah! He loves being at Fang's garage. Oh, sorry. Forgot the court master herself, Courtney. Grab these two and have them give me some useful information. Again, guys, we are selling banana bread tonight, and tonight only is going to be a cinnamon apple blend. And this one actually, unfortunately, we did have a mishap with one of the flavorings. Gizmo here was messing around with the almond extract, and he dumped a bunch of it in there. So they taste really horrible right now. So I don't suggest actually buying any of it unless it's going to be for a display purpose only. But again, that is at bananabreadbros.net. We're going to be open till 3 a.m. tonight, and we'll be serving up your favorites. We got the jalapeno banana bread. We got the chunky cottage cheese banana bread. We have, of course, the crowd favorite, the salmon banana bread. Yeah, you name it, we probably got it. But again, if you want that one that Gizmo got his hands on, I wouldn't suggest it. I'd kind of suggest against it, actually. So let me get this kind of lined up. And I'll put this here. Let's see. See if I can get an additional magnet on there to kind of help it out a little bit more. Okay, helping it a little bit too much. Okay, that's better. Like that. I'm not sure how I would even go about like holding these things up, quote unquote, the proper way. I don't know what the proper way would even be. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere about there. And I don't think that the jerry can is going to dictate where this thing goes. But I will double check. Let me try and get a magnet on here. It's like 12 magnets trying to hold this thing up. Sorry about the commercial, guys. I can't go change it. You're stuck. You're stuck listening to it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, let's see. Up with this commercial. What is this for, an iPod? iPod commercial? iPod mini shuffle? Okay, this is a little... Come on. Let's see, maybe I could... No, not really much better. Actually, much worse. Let me see if I can figure out a better way with this magnet. This thing is not working. Mark on the front so that I can actually see what the heck I'm doing instead of having to dart my head around over and over. I'm essentially just trying to line this thing up so that I can freaking mark where I should freaking put the middle piece. And then, yeah, it's just taking freaking forever. Come on, little magnets. Do your thing. Trying all different flavor combinations with this magnet, but it is not wanting to help me. Let me try this little posable magnet that never works, but I'll try it anyways. With a shot. I need to get a really strong version of one of these. Nah, that ain't doing crap. That ain't doing crap. Alright. Let me just try my best with this stupid gigantic triangle magnet and see if I can make it work, and just try and mock it up the way I had it. It's taking too long with this stupid method I'm trying to do. Alright. Got one on there. Be very careful when I put this one on. I could even use it without. I could mark it on this one. Let me get a marker. I have one. Nice. I'm just going to mark this one and see. Let me put the jerry can on there. Be very careful. Okay, so it's going to be about there. The bottom of it is going to be okay. Sorry guys, just doing a couple quick marks. Came off there, but I got the one I needed. Came off there, but I did get the one mark that was kind of, there we go, back on there. Kind of determining where the second mark would be. So should be able to just put it on there like this. Let's see, so I marked it. The bottom was right there. So as long as it's up above that, so I could just go like this and mark it right there. Okay. So let me just get this scribe real quick. All right. Get this mark on here. Okay, magnets, you've served your purpose. Okay. I have the mark. That means it can be welded, I believe. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. Rob said, if you like seeing Fang in action, please hit the like button and subscribe. Any denominations will feed Tom and Gizmo. Thank you for that, Tom, or Rob. I appreciate it. Almost called you Tom. Gizmo 405, you rang. Yes, I did, Gizmo 405. We have been waiting for you for quite a long time. I'm not sure what took you so long, but yeah, we've been waiting for you to show up, and more specifically, the big boy himself has been waiting for you to show up. What's going on, Gizmo?
I started this business.
I'm not sure what I stumbled upon, but I'm liking it. The Outdoors Dude. Thank you, The Outdoors Dude. We are, in fact, building a GY6 scooter.
A bunch of amazing templates that you can choose from. If I needed to go in there and add a logo, add a little bit of text.
We are building a GY6 scooter. Gizmo, I don't know, you were there with the guy you should know. Yeah, Gizmo, I don't know why you are saying that, but yeah, I did ring. I asked if you could actually bring me a Sprite, and you weren't responding, but I'm glad that you're finally responding in the chat, Gizmo. We actually needed you when it came to the refreshments, but I'm glad you're responding now, buddy. Thanks for finally picking up the phone, getting back to us. Let me put these two over here. I'll throw you all up here, and we'll get to it and do it. Fang's garage style. Don't go in there. Okay. Yes, Gizmo is in fact a little bit camera shy. Thank you, Gizmo, for the Sprite. I appreciate it. And the Outdoors dude said, sit garage. Thank you, the Outdoors dude. Let me get this thing set up real quick. Okay. Let me grab the Mango Mangler himself. The Brisbane Bully. They call him the old California Kid, Tommy Boy. So let me quickly just I think these are pretty much cleaned up. Let me see where this is marked at. Right there. I think it'll be okay, but just to be safe, let's see. Let me just hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. I don't want to rub off that mark, but it'll be worth it. Bro, be careful! Don't feed that thing after midnight. I did actually, and look what happened. That's what popped up. I did feed one after midnight. Sorry about that. I fed him a little bit of a fettuccine Alfredo this time. And this is what happened. Tommy Boy showed up out of nowhere and asked to stay on the couch here at Fang's Garage. And I said, okay, that's fine. But just for a few nights. He's been here for 4 months. So, you do the math. I actually caught Tom and Courtney here playing Connect 4 last night. I said, what are you guys doing up so late? And Tom just kind of gave me a little eyebrow movement. It's hard to see his eyebrows, but he does have them. They're very small eyebrows. But yeah, he gave me a little one of these, like playing Connect 4. And I said, what? I said, what's the egg salad doing out? 2 a.m. What are you guys doing? You're not supposed to be eating right now. And he just laughed and threw glass container at me that was filled up with prune juice that Gizmo here was sipping on before bed. And I just had to leave because I was kind of nervous. Tom can get a little bit belligerent when he's been eating Fruit Loops. We actually got a Fruit Loops sponsorship, guys. First big sponsorship of the channel, sponsored by Fruit Loops. They heard that we were having a little bit of beef with Go-Gurt at the moment, so they reached out and they said, hey, do you guys want to do a little brand deal? I said, sure. Gizmo would love to do a brand deal with you guys right now. So yeah, Fruit Loops. You're gonna be seeing Gizmo on a box of Fruit Loops pretty soon, guys. Mark my words. Got a big photo shoot coming up. The stipulations are there for Gizmo. He has everything that he wanted in his contract. He did ask for a tub of macaroni and cheese at the photo shoot every time. It is a 6-week-long photo shoot for the new Fruit Loops box. It's a really serious thing, guys. Cereal containers are no joke. As someone that has read the back of essentially every cereal box, I can confirm that it is a serious matter and is not something to be just cast aside with no care. Gizmo is living proof of that, and he's going to be on a box of Fruit Loops near you. It's only going to be at Target, though. Sorry, guys. I know Target's a little bit pricey. Let me mock this up real quick, throw a little acetone on it, whip up the freaking welder, throw on my welder hood, get some burns on my eyeballs from it being a cheap welder hood, and then throw it on the bike. See what it looks like. Probably in that order. Hopefully in that order. Last little bits, last little drops of acetone. Yeah, that's probably.
We have gone to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is...
Okay. Yeah, the more I was thinking about it, the more I thought, if I try and make this thing like very easily removable, it's going to kind of jeopardize, in my mind. I don't know if I could make something that's so like easily detachable, where it could be also reliable in that sense, if that makes sense. So, but I'd rather make it kind of overbuilt and sturdy than make it like, oh, I'm going to make it removable and this and that. And, it, you know, then it's like, you know, kind of jeopardizing it, at least in my mind. Better to have it nice and solid as a rock. All right. Get this kind of measured out. Courtney is, of course, the safety captain here at Fang's Garage. And Tom is the snack coordinator. Okay, let's see. Get this set up. Like that. And get this clamped on. And I guess I'll need a piece to kind of square it off at the top. Just like this. Okay, throw another clamp on here for a second. Sorry guys, I didn't realize. Can't see what I'm doing. Let's see. Thank you for the Sprite, Gizmo. I appreciate it. Thank you, the Tess Blake. I love you, the Tess Blake. Giga Chad. Giga Chadad says looks like Buffalo Bill's house. Okay. I'm Ninja's mom. I'm Ninja. To the algorithm to end up here, you must have done something very good in order to end up here. I can assure you of that. Okay, that's looking pretty straight on there. Moose Knuckle, how are you doing, Moose Knuckle? I have not actually seen you in a long time. How you been, Moose? Moose Knuckle's here, guys. Moose Knuckle is one of the originals from Fang's Garage. I have not seen Moose Knuckle in a long old time. He's been knuckling around with some mooses lately, I can only assume. And if that's the case, more power to you, Moose Knuckle. What have you been up to, buddy? Let's see. Get this squared away. Try that. Let's see. If that is straight, then it will be. Oops, moved it right when I did that. Okay, let me get another clamp on here. Do some maneuvering. How do you work in that clutter, Moose Knuckle? Very carefully. Surprisingly, Moose Knuckle, I have cleaned up a little bit. Believe it or not, cleaned up just a little bit. Not too much though, Moose Knuckle. I don't want to destroy the essence of Fang's Garage. Also, I have no room. This is like not really so much a choice. This is just necessity. Moosey goosey. But I'm trying to clean it up. I'm trying to slowly get through things and do all that. Right now I'm trying to get 2 motorcycles out of here this week. That's the plan. Get 2 of them out, back to their rightful owner, and then hopefully get 2 more. That's how it goes at Fang's garage. Alright, that's pretty much like close enough, I think. I mean, I'm running out of clamps here.
What if you could taste the movies?
Oh my gosh.
An $11.3 million
That'd be amazing.
with Wix. One movie night, we were craving this chocolate cake that was on screen.
And we said, how cool would it be to put on an event where people are able to eat what they see on screen?
Go on.
For the first event, we're literally cooking like baby cakes out of an oven in my apartment and running like up and down all night. It was wild.
Okay.
Seeing how successful it was, that's when we realized that this is a real thing. Now we need a real platform to actually sell tickets on.
Our Wix website is the core of everything that is Fork and Film. It connects this huge community of movie and food lovers.
Our events are an immersive cinematic dining experience, and we wanted to
This is only going to drive me nuts.
When planning an event, I'm more focused on the create.
Telemoth says, you're my favorite transgender streamer. All right, Telemoth. I'm not sure if Courtney identifies as that, but you can ask her. The Outdoors Dude says safety first. Yes, it is, in fact, safety first here at Fang's Garage. You guessed it. We test it. All right, that's so good. Okay. All right, that's good right there. Let me get one more clamp on right here. And then I think that'll be good. Go weld it. Get a darn another clamp. There's one more. More small one. One more small one. Oh, got it. Oh, there's 2 bigger ones right there I could use. Let me open it up a bit. Ah, I moved it. Oh well, I'll get it close enough. Tighten it up. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I think it's time to turn on the welder and throw down some. I'll have to wipe this off whenever I'm done welding this one. Okay. Let's get this going. Oh great, the box of Legos is trying to fall over. Definitely not what I need to happen. Let's see. Moose said, bro needs some friends. That's okay. There are plenty of friends here, including the Deal for Real. He is here, guys. I hope these sent bike parts, okay? What are you making? No love. I am making a little tool bag for a Mad Max looking scooter. That's the best way to describe it. Right now I'm making little mounts for it. No love. But there's only love for you, No Love. We're glad you're here, No Love. And we know that you know how to show love, No Love. Get the clamps on. Oh gosh. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, buddy? What song is this? Meadow Walker 3092. Let me double check and I'll let you know. Just trying to get this camera positioned a little bit better so you guys can see the welder getting set up, even though it's not really important. I don't know. Maybe it is important. That's kind of a fun idea. I don't know, I'll try it. Try this and see. How about this, guys? Let me throw you up top to the top story. One of the top stories of Fang's garage. You guys are about to go up into the Cloud City. Hold on tight. I hope you're not afraid of heights. Let's see if I can put it up here. If so, this will be the highest view that has ever occurred at Fang's garage. How's that? Sorry guys, I'm waiting to see if... Well, kind of crooked. That's okay. I tried. Tried my hardest. Sorry, I did not see what the name of that song was. It was Neon Nox. Neon N-O-X. I guess I probably should put a new tungsten on there. Nice, that's a new point of view. You guys haven't been able to see before. Not put up that high yet. Way up there. I'm actually trying to work on getting another camera set up so that I can have it somewhere like where it is now, somewhere way up in the top rafters or something, and press a button and switch over to that camera if need be. But I started looking into all the streaming stuff like Streamlabs and all that, and I just got super confused. So I was like, I don't have time for this. I have to edit this video and show off this guy's dance moves. And that's what I opted to do instead. Popping his collar. Having a good time at the SoCal Cycle Swap. Come on, tungstens. Don't tell me you're all dipped. There ain't no way all these tungstens been dipped. Alright, I guess I'll use this one. This one's all goofy. I need to sharpen up my tungstens, I guess, at some point. That'll be fun. If this one will even go in, it might be bent. Man, that's not gonna work, dang it. Maybe it will. You can grab it. That's a first. Fang's garage without the Fang. Get this on here. There ain't no way it's supposed to be sticking out that much. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, that's on the wrong one. Okay. See if that'll work. Almost ready to weld, guys. Again, I don't know if this is good for you to watch without a welding mask on through a screen. I have no idea if that's bad for you or not. So be aware. The outdoors dude says, built a shifter cart with a CR150 motor with my buddy. Probably the coolest project we built. Nice, dude. Do you have any videos of it on your channel, The Outdoors Dude? I'd be interested in seeing it. I've been wanting to build some kind of a go-kart with my daughter since she is getting into the whole motorcycle scene and, you know, customizing scene. I thought a go-kart would be good for her to start learning on. At least how to operate something with a gas pedal. She's never used anything before. Never tried to let her drive my car yet, so. Grab some filler rod out of here. All right. Turn this light on. Nice. Yeah, I'll turn this light on just to make sure I can give myself the best chance and the least amount of excuses. All right, just need the foot pedal. Foot pedal's already out. Ground's out. Okay, it's good to go. Let's get to welding. Okay. I'm gonna leave that up there because it's in a good spot. So yeah, again, guys, I don't know if it's good for you to watch this, but if not, squint your eyes. Fang's Garage is not responsible for any and all inspiration to modify or possibly ruin things in your household. Let's get to it. Do a little TIG welding. Let me actually grab a chair since my back is howling right now. My L5S1 is screaming for mercy, and I will give it the mercy that it desires. Oh.
So that's how they're growing so fast. They're hiring freelancers. Look what they're doing with AI experts.
Unbelievable. The documents are for real.
Grow your business with freelance AI experts. Finally.
Skip this.
The tabs you open here are also here.
All right, let's do it. Oh, and by let's do it, I mean let's freaking trip over the stool. This TIG pedal is the one thing I do not like about this TIG welder. It slips and slides all over the place, so kind of have to hold on to it with your foot while you're trying to weld. Sucks. I put some kind of rubber pad on it or something. All right. See if I can't weld this up real quick. It's sticking out a little bit too far. Hold on. Just knocked it. There it goes. Dang it. Clamp is not working very well. Holding the TIG torch upside down. Nice. Okay. All right. Successful tacks on there. Let me just let it cool off for a sec. Let me take this one off. And tack this one up. Let me wipe this with a bit of acetone real quick. Since the clamp was on there. This stupid hood mask thing. Okay. Oh, what the? What in the world? What was that about? Alright, that's more like it. Thing is twisting around me like a snake. Okay, got that on there. Let me just weld up the top right here real quick. Not horrible, but not the best weld. Okay. Let me make sure this is clamped down to the table so it doesn't try and warp or something. Okay, weld this side. Oops. No contamination there, dang it. Oh well. I'll clean it up. Oh, I'll clean it up. Don't worry. Why are you so worried about it? Let me try and just weld it a little bit right here. Do a little vertical, miniature vertical welding.
Save time creating content and generate a high-quality tone of your voice with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your...
Oh, wow. That was really hot. Okay. Underestimated how hot that was.
Building a business? Trust me, don't tackle the legal side on your own.
Uh-oh.
LegalZoom gets it done right for you. When I had to stop drinking because of a heart
Burnt a
condition,
little hole in
I
it.
discovered there's an amazing world of non-alcoholic beverages out there. The problem was, there wasn't one place to find them. That's what gave my wife the idea for Burden of Fruit. An NA bottle
Patch
shop
it up
that
a
makes
bit.
not drinking just as fun and flavorful as alcohol. But turning that idea into a business was intimidating. The legal paperwork, the state versus local rules and regulations, LegalZoom made it simple. We just answered a few questions, they filed our LLC, and continue to keep us compliant. That way, we can focus on running the shop instead of worrying about all the legal stuff. Not drinking changed my life.
Okay.
It gave me a way to share them.
Man, that weld sucks on that side. I'm not even sure what to even do when it's contaminated like that. I mean, it's not horrible, but I could definitely see a little pore in there. If it was something more structurally significant, what would you even do? Like completely cut it out, or I don't even understand. Start over? What if you can't start over? If it's some gigantic... Oh, crap. Definitely don't want to damage those. There's some piece that couldn't be replaced or something. Ooh, okay. It's getting there. It's supposed to rattle like that, I think. Clamp down real quick. Other side. Come on, clamp. All right. This has to be moved. There we go. Stinking thing out of here. Let's see. The Outdoors Dudes had no videos on the channel, but I have like 6 frames. Nice. A lot of vintage live axle go-karts. The suspension is terrible for off-road. There are more track carts. Oh, okay, I understand. Like a shifter cart. We're talking like the actual legitimate super fast go-karts that are for like little Indy cars. Those are sweet. I'd be down to try one of those things. Seems like you could whip one of those around pretty fast, huh? Being that low to the ground, that'd probably be pretty fun to ride on. I realized today, or the other day, I said, I don't actually care if it's motorcycles or not. I just want to go ride something. I like the idea of riding something. I don't care if it could be it could be an animal for all I care. Go ride something. It's Fang's Garage. Moses De Leon, what's going on, Moses? Moses says, I had a hood that did the same thing, cheap fix, wrapped a rubber band on each side on the screws and done. Nice. All right. Operation OD said, what up, brother? You ever figure out your carb problem? Yes, Operation OD. The scooter is fixed. It's running. I can't remember now what the carb problem was. I don't know. Oh, it wasn't actually a carb problem. It turns out that it was the ignition coil. But the carb did have to be cleaned, obviously. But yeah, Operation OD, it is fixed now and riding. Now that's why I'm doing some modifications on it. I see the crew back there supervising you again. That is right, Moses. They are here. They are obviously watching very carefully. Of course, Courtney is. She is the talent and safety coordinator here at Fang's Garage. Moses. She's keeping an eye on everything. Except Gizmo. Gizmo cannot be kept, and any eyes cannot be kept on Gizmo. He is a wild little animal, and he can't be tamed. Starting to figure that out. Okay. Let me do this side. But yeah, Moses, Gizmo and Tom have actually been hanging out a little bit more, and it's kind of worrisome. They're becoming kind of best buds, and they're kind of becoming little troublemakers. I saw them out there egging the neighbor's house the other night, yeah, they were baking cookies. They had the Chips Ahoy, or no, it was the Nestle Toll House, like the roll, the cookie dough roll. And they were up eating it with just raw the other night, laughing, giggling, watching scary movies. They were watching, actually they were watching Hell's Kitchen also. That was funny. Seeing them watching Hell's Kitchen, they were kind of laughing on the couch, eating some snacks and stuff. Gizmo was eating some cheesecake. That's his new thing. He's been eating a lot of cheesecake lately. I told him, I said, Gizmo, the holidays are over, buddy. You gotta lay off the snacks. And he just gave me attitude and looked at Tom, and then they just laughed. They thought it was a big joke. Alright. When I said booger welds, I was not exaggerating, folks. That was not actually a joke portion of the show. I meant it when I said it. I'm not a professional welder. Or anything close to it. But will it hold? I think it'll hold. I think it'll be close enough. All right. Let that set and cool for a second. And the alarm going off is telling me that it is getting late. All right. Well, it's getting pretty late. I don't want to probably drag this whole. In order to move the welder out there to weld, I'm gonna have to move everything right here out of the way and snake it through there, and that's gonna take quite a long time. I'm going to wait on doing that, but I think we should at least take off the bracket and go over there to the scooter and do a little test fit and see what it looks like. At least
build an app that works my way.
At least see what it looks like.
My work is chaotic.
Lizard King Hill, America is back on top. We be taking countries, bring up the tariffs. We literally making countries pay us to play the game. We back. All right, Lizard King. I know you love lizards, and I know you are the king of lizards.
My data. Because when you create
possibly, maybe you could talk to the lizard community and see if they could help with the country right now. I know the frilled lizards are kind of in a quarrel right now with the lizards that run on top of the water. It's a big beef right now in the lizard community. Me and the Lizard King, we go way back. We used to actually be in the lizard politics arena. We would get into these lizard debates with geckos, all sorts of the alligator lizards. They were, gosh, I mean, the alligator lizards are exactly what they say the alligator lizards are like. I mean, they're mean. They get in a fight. They throw their tails off. They're hissing at you. They get pissed off at just about everything. But yeah, they're just about as crazy as you'd expect them to be. Let me grab the camera mount and clamp you up tight, and I won't let you go. Not until you see the progress. Also, check this out. If this isn't freaking sweet, I don't know what is. Let me show you this real quick. This is a gift that I got for Christmas. Look at this tripod. Press this button, pops it out, and then it just opens it up like that. Dang, that's sick, huh? And when you close it, look at this. When you close it, it's like Doc Ock from Spider-Man. Pretty cool, huh? Hopefully that'll help with making the videos. Moses liked that stuff. Lizard King, America, home sweet home. What's going on? Go away. All right, go away. Courtney doesn't want you to go away. Go. Lizard King said, I'm more worried about the marsupial super packs. You know what, Lizard King? I am also concerned about that. I don't think it's fair as far as the donation amounts that the marsupials are allowed to donate in the super packs. I totally agree with you on that. And I think, honestly, if we're being 100% real, the policies as far as the taxes go on the marsupial sacks, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to vote no on Prop V. That's Prop V for very bad idea. I didn't come up with it, but you know what? For the marketing team, I'm gonna say it was a good move on their end. I'm voting no on Prop V. Again, guys, that is no on the marsupial sack tax that the Lizard King and I are adamantly opposed to. The marsupials have been doing this and getting away with it for far too long, and I'm to be quite frank with you, I'm sick and tired of it. The marsupials walk around here like they own the place, and I don't think that they need to be acting like that, to be quite honest with you. That's right, D-Day Fool. Nice little tripod I got. Hopefully I'll be able to use it with the regular videos. You know what, Moses? That is some Men in Black stuff right there. I could totally agree. It is looks like the what's it called? The neuralizer. That's I wanted that ever since I was a kid. I saw that and I was like, I need that pen. I need that pen thing. What about Netferatu? You know what? I'm actually not allowed to make any comments on Netferatu because of the recent conflicts with the underwater kingdom. I'm actually not allowed to talk about Netferatu, mainly because he was the head net distributor for the underwater kingdom, so can't obviously comment on that because of the NDA that I did sign. But check it out, guys. Let me move my monitor real quick so I can make sure that I'm not like facing the wrong way. If you guys saw I think it was the CB750 first ride, that was very funny. I had the camera pointed at my face the entire ride, and it was just pointing at my eyeball the whole time. So that was a good one. Lisa asked, can you ride that thing? Not currently, Lisa, because I took the handlebars off, but it is usable. It is rideable. Yes, Moses, I did have to sign an NDA. It is, but Lisa, it is not rideable at the current moment. It is running, though. It is being modified right now, Lisa. This is what it looks like, guys. It looks pretty cool. I like it. Like I said, I'm going to trim it. That's why it's a little bit long. It's probably going to be trimmed like right below this part. But yeah, the next step on the next live is going to be to weld this thing on. I think first I'll probably drill some holes in it. And it is to mount up this little jerry can toolbox. And let me just put this in there just to show it off with the progress that was made on the last live. This is of course a oh, that's nice. Oh great, got a bunch of freaking vape juice in my mouth. This is a 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter. It's essentially a Vespa. Thank you, Lizard King Hill. I appreciate it. And I am fixing this thing up for my buddy right now, and just making it into a little Mad Max bike for him. So let me show you guys what was done to it yesterday. Hook up this battery real quick. All right. Sorry guys, I'm gonna kind of try and keep it down because I don't want to be a disturbance to my neighbors. But I'll show you what I did in here. Don't get your gremlin wet. I'm trying not to. But again, he does like to play in the sprinklers a lot. Really trying not to, the real Nico. But I'm glad you're here. So inside the toolbox, the jerry can toolbox right here. Got this battery hooked up. Gonna hook it up to the wires right here. And when I do, it activates the brake lights. Hit this thing up. Here's what it looks like currently. The battery is not going to be in here permanently. This is just for testing purposes. So this is going to have tools in it. But yeah, I thought this was a cool use for a jerry can. Thanks, Lizard King. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks very retro to me. Looks kind of like futuristic, retro, Mad Max-ish. That's the way I see it. So I have another one right there that I'll be using on the other side for just more like a storage area, like a saddlebag. Sorry again, guys. I'm trying to keep my voice down because I want to be like yelling at my neighbors. But yeah, that is the plan. Now that I'm farther back, I can talk a little bit louder. Plan is to basically, this is going to be a tool storage area. If you can imagine some wrenches horizontal across here. Let me go ahead and plug this thing before it drains the battery. So yeah, basic plan is that's our maximum mayhem. That's right, Moses. This thing is almost ready to ride. I put this handlebar adapter on here to convert it over so it has riser on there now. I'll be making some little, I don't know, Mad Max handlebars for it. I had the idea to use a steering wheel on it, but I don't know if my buddy could handle that. So yeah, let me move you guys back a little bit and get things squared away. Oh, look who it is. E.T. doing a little dance. Oops, need to be a little bit higher up. Sorry guys, hold on tight. You run up to the top of the broomstick. Sorry guys. I hit the flip camera button and ended up hitting the, I don't know, I think the add button or something. Back button. So the idea is on the next live, I'll be welding this little piece on there. Yeah, I'll be drilling some holes in it, welding it on there, drilling some holes in the jerry can, getting it all set up, and hopefully on the next live it will be all mounted up and ready to go. After that, I can start working on finishing up the seat pan / electronics storage area. I initially had all these little tins. I had the Prince Albert tin, the Orville Redenbacher tin to use on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that anymore. Kind of been thinking about it, and I thought if I start putting these type of things all over it, it's going to be hard to get away from that. I'm going to have to kind of almost stick to it. So I think if I do that, I'm going to be very selective and maybe just use a couple little things like that. But I don't want it to be so stuck in one theme, I guess. I have to just keep it I guess, mishmash of things. But I don't want to just, for the purpose of it being mishmashed, put things on it, if that makes any sense. I'd like for it to kind of have to fit on there. Grab Tom and bring him over to his favorite. Oops, dropped his smoke. There you go, buddy. Tom has his, of course, sage wisdom. Go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, that is his advice that he always gives. Go hit the subscribe button, guys, if you want to see more progress with Gizmo and his updates on his vet visits. He has been going to the vet a lot recently. He's been getting claw extensions. I told him, hey, Gizmo, I think you're fine with your regular size claws. I don't think you need to get claw extensions. I know that all the mogwais are getting claw extensions right now, but I don't think you really need them. He doesn't want to listen to me. All right, let me quietly put this gunner away.
So that's how they're going so fast. They're hiring freelancers. Look what they're doing with AI experts.
Unbelievable. That dog almost looks real.
Grow your business with freelance AI experts. Fiverr.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get my garage door spring repaired. It'll be nice. You ever modded any old cars, or you strictly bikes? I have not really. Just welded in a floor pan in my brother-in-law's 67 Mustang. It's probably the only thing that I've done. And yeah, I've never had the opportunity really. I had an old 83 Toyota pickup that I kind of modified, but that was very early on in my modification days. So that was before any of the tools. That was before the garage. That was before the gremlins. That was before most of it. Let me switch this phone around real quick, guys. Actually, I'll just swap the tripod around. Let me try my new tripod real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Take a peek around the garage. See if there's anything that catches your eye. There's literally a couple of things that like to target eyeballs in here, so I'd be careful at what you're looking at. Moses says, still working on my 66 Mustang. Wait a minute. 66 Mustang, huh? Moses? Okay, what are you doing to it, Moses? What have you been doing to that Mustang, Moses? Here, how about this? Now I can... This will probably be... Oh, that's a nice one, huh? A nice, cool view of the garage. What's going on, Joseph Starman? The official Starman is here, Joseph. Starman. We've been waiting for you, Joseph. We knew you'd show up, and I actually bet $1,000 that Joseph was going to show up today in the chat and that he was going to make a comment on the Gremlins, and I won $1,000. Gizmo owes me $1,000. Nice. Will he pay me? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. My guess is probably no. Probably won't be paying me. Oh my gosh, it scared the shingles off of me. It scared the sheebies off of me. All right, guys. Well, me, Gizmo, Courtney, and Tom here have to take off. We actually have a little bit of a meeting with Cinnabon, marketing deal that we're setting up. It's going to be a cross-promotional thing for Gremlins 3, guys. Gremlins 3 is coming out soon, so make sure that you stock up on your Gremlin socks, your Gremlin memorabilia. Don't miss out, because Gremlin Fever is about to be hitting the screens pretty soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the comments, guys, and thanks for keeping it weird here at Fang's Garage. We're going to be live pretty much every night except for Thursdays, 9:30 to 10 o'clock until around this time, and we'll be working on more projects. I got about 7 motorcycles that need to be worked on. If you want to tune in and check out more of this weird content, hit subscribe. What's going on, Vic Morrison? Been waiting on you, Vic. I'm glad you're here, Vic. Courtney here is, of course, the safety captain, and she is going to be checking in on all the safety equipment here at Fang's Garage. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to go hit up the Cinnabon and grab a snack and see if we can't get a little deal going with them. Cross promotion, Fang's Garage. We're out. We'll see ya. See ya later on, guys.
What if I could build an app that works my way? My work moves fast. My tasks, priorities, and deadlines change every day.